We're good. Hey everybody, my name is Steve and I'm one of the performance coaches here at Spectrum Sports Performance. Just thanks again for tuning in to our series on how to improve athletic performance. Today we're going to go over a mini series, how to improve explosive agility. And so real quick, it's a pretty vague term, agility, but in summing it up and defining it, we're just going to talk about an athlete's ability to move in any intended direction quickly, aggressively, explosively, and powerfully. So that could mean jumping up in the air, running straight ahead, shuffling side to side, turning and running, crossing over, diving, tackling, whatever it is. We need to work on an athlete's ability to do those movements quickly, aggressively, and ultimately reactionary, so they don't have to think about it. So in doing those movements, it goes without saying, I'm not going to be doing movements like that standing upright like so. So today's focus is going to be talking about a base position, the position that we do all those movements out of. Like I said, I'm not running, jumping, tackling, cutting, crossing over, standing upright. I'm not loading any energy, I can't produce any force, I'm not going anywhere. So in putting an athlete in that athletic base position, simply put, we're going to talk about dropping them into what we call a quarter squat position, a base position, where they sink their hips back to store energy through the hips. We've got to make sure knees aren't jetting forward, because I don't want to store energy here, I want to store it back to the butt, where all those powerful movements originate. So out of this position, we want toes straight ahead, we want knees in just slightly, not caving in so glutes are shut off, but just slightly so I can quickly go side to side if called upon. Other than that, straight line from shoulder, knee to toe, chest tall, belly button tight, shoulder blades retracted. Basically a ready position to do any movement when called upon. That's the easy part. We can put a lot of athletes in this position, but if they're not stable to the ground and actively squeezing and gripping the turf, then they're going to have a hard time producing those movements explosively and in an intended direction. For instance, we'll put athletes in this position a lot of times. They'll look great, they'll look solid, we'll give them one shove and they collapse backwards or they fall forwards. When that happens, there's no way we're producing force explosively and quickly, and probably it's not going to happen in the intended direction. So we want to make sure they're not giving us a fake base position, but a real solid, stable, athletic base position. So to demonstrate that, I'm going to bring Matt in real quick. Matt's going to hop right down in front of the camera, and we're going to put Matt in the base position. So toes straight ahead, butt back, shoulder blades retracted slightly, belly button sucked in tight, knees in just a little tiny bit. Matt looks ready to go, right? Looks athletic, looks like he's ready to move. Let's go ahead and test him and see what's going on. I give Matt a quick shove and he falls off base. I go back here and he gets pushed off his base. I pull him here and he can't stabilize. So good luck producing movement quickly and aggressively and explosively when we're not stable to the ground. So now Matt's going to stand up real quick. We're going to drop him back down. This time while he's down there, he's going to take his big toes. He's going to hook the ground, grab it, and try to split the turf apart. If I can't move him, I know he's ready to produce that athletic movement and make it explosive, okay? So drop back down, Matt. He's going to do the exact same thing we talked about. Chest is tall, belly button tight, knees in just slightly. He's going to grip the ground with the balls of the feet. And now, when I push him, solid. When I pull him, solid. I can shove him pretty hard. He's a stable guy. He's not going anywhere. And now when called upon, go and relax, Matt. Now when called upon, Matt can push side to side, cut, shuffle, jump, dive, whatever it's called upon, quickly and aggressively. So, in starting this whole explosive agility series, we got to work on that and perfect that. If Matt gets better at that, then we can move on and start moving him. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Next time we're going to talk about actually shuffling, cutting, and running out of the athletic base position.